Yeah. Yo. Where y'all at? Look like I'm in a spot with some good service. What the deal is? I steady got that little grin going. Points ain't money gone. Y'all know what it is. I'm posted, but I ain't through working. It ain't over with. Time over everything. Y'all remember when I picked up that round trip? I went live. I was telling y'all I was gonna take that thing down to Georgia. What's up, Derek? Hey, yeah, hey, Derek, hey, man, I'm gonna talk to you in a little while on one of these $4 1-hour consultation, which you already paid for. I promptly called and you was at work, so I'm gonna hit you when you get off. It's all good, baby. But like I was saying, man, with that round trip deal we did down there to Georgia, I told y'all I'm gonna take that down there, be sitting at the shipper, sell what kind of why. Hey, what's up, bro? But Mac, what's up, Mac? But yeah, man, on some real shit, man. I had took that down there, and on the return part of that round trip, I had time. I saw that I had time to grab something else, and being that I was on Eastern time and I was driving back to Central time, I was gonna get an hour back. You know I exploit time. Time is everything, y'all. But like I said, I told y'all when I picked that thing up, the next morning after I dropped it out in the same place, got finished tarping, I went live. I told you, I packed the goddamn trailer. So that's why, you know, the thumbnail looked like it looked, because that baler was the other load. Now, that baler went like 2 hours, maybe 2 hours from where I dropped that return load. Man, I'm finna drop shit on you, man. I'm finna drop shit on y'all today. You know what I'm saying? This shit don't just happen. Remember I told you, full trailer don't mean nothing. Trailer was full, it looked good. That's where your money at, though. $5:30, 5 o'clock, Friday evening. Everybody done. Everybody on their way home finna do their reset. I still got a little time on my clock. I'm about 4 hours from my house in Arkansas, and I came to pick up one AC unit, weigh 1,150 pounds. Repeat, weigh 1,150 pounds, and we finna take it 1,300 miles to Connecticut next week, but I'm gonna take it home with me. Don't care nothing about the mile going home, because I done compounded so many loads this week and burned so little fuel, I could give a damn. But at the same time, yeah, like I said, we finna ease that on up there, about 1,300 miles. They say it's 30 feet long. It might be, I don't care. But at the same time, they pay $2,600. So, hey, with that being said, whoa, hold on. Losing fuel, man. What going on? Y'all checking out on me? What the deal is, baby? I see it falling out. Hold on, let me get these live chat going so I can see what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video pretty much detailing, you know what I'm saying? Detailing what happened this week, but at the same time, I just want to convey this message to you again that, you know what I'm saying, these type of weeks that going on, and I'm gonna do a video as soon as I get home. I'm gonna finish editing this whole week together and show you what it did, and it basically what it always do. But at the same time, it was nice. I made a bunch of moves this week. I hop, jump, leapfrog, whatever you want to call it. I got to that bread as usual, and like I said, shit don't just happen. But I do want to tell y'all about something that'll stop your money. That's what we're gonna talk about right now. Some things that can occur to stop your money. Oftentimes it has been said by some great people in the world that your attitude will determine, or could very well determine, your altitude. And I'm going to tell you about something that happened with an owner operator today. Because like I said, I'm out here getting to the money, but they out here getting to the money. And at the end of the day, it's a team effort. So, what one link in the chain do, and what one link in the chain strong, you know what I'm saying, the weak link, it'll show. And at No Enterprise, we have no weak link, because I personally train all these people. And it is what it is. These folks know what they doing. But tell you what happened today. Alright. So there's a load in Illinois. Owner operator based out of Lansing. Got that pretty ass truck y'all be seeing in the intro sometime. And he booked his load. Go from Illinois. No, from Indiana to Illinois. It was close. It wasn't too far from his house. Yeah, it was close. But okay, he booked the load that morning. Well, yesterday morning. He booked the load yesterday. Supposed to be picking up probably about, I say probably about 11. No, about 11 o'clock yesterday. Hey, Press Chicago, man, good to have you on the line. But like I said, he caught a load coming out of Illinois. Well, Indiana going, yeah, Illinois going to Indiana. I'm sorry, man, he did a lot of shit this week. But Illinois going to Indiana. Good paying load. It was light. I think it was like 30 feet of some scaffolding type material, kind of like the racks I was carrying the other day. But okay, he goes to pick that up. Now, talk to the broker. He talked to the broker. I got the paperwork. Everything looked good. Paid good. Shit wasn't but like 170 miles. Negotiated up on 650. You know what I'm saying? Good number. You know what I'm saying? Short run. Hey man, that's a day work. That good money. Okay. Broker tell him, you gotta be there by 2. You know what I'm saying? 2 o'clock is over. You gotta be there by 2. Okay. Now my owner operator, being in the type of guy that he is, he real good on time. So if they told him he gotta be there at 2 o'clock, he pull up at 11:30. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of these places where you pull up, you sign in, let them know you're there, and they get to you. And you kind of in the line, but the line wasn't long because he made there in good time. So he pulled up 10:30, 11 o'clock, 11:30-ish, somewhere around in that area. And he go check in, talk to the lady. The lady like, okay, sign in, here you go. All right, go get in line. We gonna holler at you when your turn come up. Normal shit, just like I'm doing right now, waiting on the air conditioner. I'm in line. Okay. He sits in line. More trucks come get behind him in line. Hour go by. Normal shit. Hour and a half pass. Kinda getting in the iffy zone. 2 hours pass. Okay. Like I say, he pulled up like 11 o'clock. Here it is 1 o'clock. Ain't nobody address him about what he came to get. And on top of that, he got trucks starting to get called and come around him in line and go get what they need to get got. In them type of situations, most of the time, the shipper, even though they called and ordered the truck for that day, the product that they got or whatever they were doing, it ain't ready yet. But they went on and got their truck over there. So, probably about the 3rd hour. Now this is a little tip right here. 80% of the time, if you run into a detention situation, hit the like button on this if you can feel me. 80% of the time you run into a detention situation, detention usually begins after the 2nd hour. Like you come and sit for an hour, then you come and you sit there for the 2nd hour. After that 2nd hour, anytime past that, it usually 80-90% of the time considered detention. Unless it's a place that always works like that. It don't matter. The line around the corner, you just gotta wait long as you wait, and it's just like that. But if you know where I'm going with this, you know that detention started basically after 2 hours of you sitting there and absolutely nothing happening for you. Like, you're not even in the bay to get loaded. You're not really in the area to get loaded anyway. You just in a pre-stage type of line. So, okay. They finally come back out. He called me. He was like, bro, I'm still here. I'm like, for real? They're like 1:45. Damn, you been there since 11, so okay. Like, yeah. I said, man, okay, well, go back up there, get your BOL, your paperwork for this stuff, and write down the time that you got there, your end time, and right when they about to tell you, come on, let's load, write down your out time. And that's not out from the shipper, that's out of line and about to get loaded. You getting attended to. You know what I'm saying? Because detention don't count you out there strapping and tarp, whatever you got to do. That don't count for a detention. But you sitting there idle, wasting your day, wasting time over everything, that's detention. So, okay, I told him just like that, man, write that down on your BOL. And when they get ready, when they come back out to tell you, hey, let's do it. I think they coming out to tell me, let's do it. Y'all, we gonna stay live. We gonna stay live. Then we gonna do, I put it up there. Yeah, we'll stay live. This is my first time here. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had some truck come over here, but I ain't never been up in this one. That's what you call a new customer. What to do, James, man? I can't call it, man. We finna jail. I guess y'all stick with me while I get this little piece of money, man. Shit, y'all on here. Shit, might well stay on here. Get my little cover off the window, cause I had came and made myself all the way comfortable, because I know how these AC jobs can be, man. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I had came and made myself completely comfortable. I was finna go to sleep, and they had took a little bit longer and been waiting on my detention. But okay, she coming back with the map, y'all. But okay, he sits there, he waits. The lady comes back out. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The star right there is a trailer right here.
Okay.
You're right here.
Okay.
So once you come around that trailer, make that right, you keep straight, and make this left right here on Playbear Road.
Okay.
So whenever they finish loading you, you see these units?
Mm-hmm.
You walk through those units, and right here, there'll be a door you enter into. Quick left, there'll be another door that paper hand you.
Uh-huh.
You get up to the lady that's in there, but that's whenever they finish loading.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a nice day.
All right, you have a great weekend, all right? Now, what the business is he called it broker back. Another one, CFL trap, boy. It be like that, bro. Cause one thing about it started off, and I ain't gonna say it's another direct, but I'm gonna say this: it's another direct relationship between the people that got the freight or got access to the freight, and then when you get past your level of no compete, if they got a no compete clause up in there, you know, you can chase that, run at it, but you always keep your cards with you, you know, because like I said, it ain't competing, it ain't soliciting if they ask you for your card and you just so happen to provide it. So, you know, I'm pulling in and we're gonna get that money, but at the same time, like I said, my driver, he sat there, man, 3 hours. The lady came out and said, hey man, they ready? He had the BOL with the in and the out time on it. He just asked us simply, you know, ma'am, I've been here since so-and-so time. You've been dealing with me ever since, so you know I was here. I just put my in and out time so that my company or my boss man could know what I was doing in all this time and I wasn't just sitting idly. That's a good way to put that. Because what ended up happening was, she was like, we don't pay detention. That's fine. That customer don't have to pay detention. But I need you to sign this paper, and that's why I tell them, owner operator, just get her to sign it anyway. Well, she was like, we don't pay detention, but I'll sign it. And I said, yeah, that's good. Okay, the reason why you get that sign like that, even if a customer say, hey man, point blank, we don't pay detention, You get it because your relationship at that point in time and your agreement is not with the shipper. Y'all ain't gotta pay detention. I ain't got no contract with y'all. I ain't made no agreements to do anything with y'all. I agree with the broker to do this. You know what I'm saying? So me and the broker have an understanding in the contract, and in the carrier broker agreement, there are contingencies for things such as detention. And you know, hey, Jordan, what's up, baby? Hey man, how y'all doing, man? Y'all throw a thumbs up in there, man, if you feeling good that it fried and that pocket's looking right. Hey, fried, hey. But yeah, like I said, you don't have an agreement with the carrier. Only thing carrier knows is we need this shit moved. We solicited a 3PL to get this stuff moved, third-party logistics or a mega carrier, whichever one, and they decided to put that stuff on the board and make it available to people like us because they can't move it. It's just too much capacity. They take it on too much capacity and they can't move it. So your actual agreement and everything that gets done has nothing to do with the customer, because at the end of the day, the customer ain't even the one that's paying you. They ain't paying you. The broker paying you. When you send your invoicing in or you do your factoring or whatever, it don't have such and such an AC company name on there unless you billing them directly. So with that being said, yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get you to sign that paper with the in and out times on it, even though you explicitly say, hey, I don't pay detention. Like that shit means something. That shit don't mean nothing. Because like I told you from the beginning, oh, you finna get the number from me, y'all. Trying to get that money in. Hey, how's it going, sir? I can't call it, man. Come to get one from you.
Yep, just one.
Light as a feather, baby.
If you could, you just pull past these other two guys.
Yeah. Get in front of that big truck or in between the big truck and the Ford.
It's like right past the next two guys.
Okay, all right. Appreciate it. I pull on up. But like I was saying, that agreement ain't with you and the direct shipper. You and the broker got to understand it, and it ain't no verbal understanding either. It's on paperwork. Because when you get to signing these carrier broker agreements while you're doing your carrier packs, you need to read them. That's why I say I read everything. You got to read them because there are stipulations in there, because they know delays happen and time is money, and to have you sitting somewhere for an extended period of time costs you money. So they compensate you to an extent, and it's not a lot of money. It might not be a lot of money, but at the same time, they do make justified compensation when you have detention. So with that piece of paper, your BOL saying that you came in and you got assistance at this certain time, and you basically have been sitting idle there because of the shipper, you know, there is a penalty to be incurred. And the question is that a lot of people ask is, who pays detention? The broker paid detention. If that's who you brokered that load through, they paid detention. The customer ain't responsible for that, because like I told y'all in that video, the bigger lie told in Hotshot Trucking, the price of tea in China ain't changed, and most of all this shit is prepaid. Please remember that. That shit prepaid. The broker might have to put his foot in. He might have to put his little foot in for to get something done on the load, like if you need an extra forklift or you need a crane appointment or something like that, because we are in the logistic business. We are carriers, they are brokers. All this shit considered logistic, but in logistics is the planning. So when you get that load and you tell somebody to be there by a certain time, and they don't even start loading this purpose to an hour after the certain time you said be there, but they done already sat there 4 hours because you told them, man, it's imperative that you be here at a certain time by a certain time. They really looking for you, and the shit ain't even ready. So somebody got to pay you for that time, because in the time you sat there, you could have been loaded, gone, put something else on the trailer, possibly made you some more revenue. So get what? What you do behind that is you get your BOL, because that's your proof of delivery once you go on the other end. So you got to send this to the broker anyway. You got to send it back to them so they can know you dropped it off, so they can get ready for your invoice to come through from yourself or your factory company. Okay, so in that situation, you go back. You got the person at the shipper saying, hell, we don't pay detention, but I'll sign it. It don't matter because we don't pay it anyway. It matter. It just don't matter to you because we ain't looking for no money for you. And I'm so sick of people. Now, hey man, give me a thumbs up if you tired of folk that workplace and act like that's they shit. Thumb that shit up. Thumb that up. Thumb that. How many of y'all tired of motherfuckers that behind a goddamn desk somewhere that make $12, $14, $15 an hour, and you come to pick up $60,000 worth of shit, and they finna pay you $2,000, $3,000 to move it, and these folks acting like it's theirs. Sorry, son, man. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm tired of this shit, man. Straight on the front, baby. That's it. Oh, hey, they said with 30 feet long, they lied. They lied. Man, they said 30 feet, and I'm trying to put 30 feet and 1,100 pounds together. I couldn't put that shit together in my mind to save my life. I'd carry a bunch of air conditioning units. Yeah, shove it forward, bro. Yeah, if you can get it even far forward, man, I'm finna load this trailer out next week, man. Yeah, sir, far forward as you can get it. I know. That's why I said I've never seen a 30-foot air conditioning unit that weighs 1,100 pounds. What, it made out of styrofoam?
1,100 pounds,
Hold up, 1,150 pounds. Lord have mercy. That's what I like. Man, that's what they like. Hey, see, sometimes it just happen like that, boy. Ooh. Yeah, you like,
we'll never haul that much off.
you can't put that on a 48 foot. It still ain't gonna be 20,000 pounds. Boy, easy money, driver. I'm live on YouTube now. Hey, man. Shit air well. That little grin, what they talking about? Hey, that motherfucker down there $2. God damn, boy, man, I love this game. Y'all just don't know, man. I fucks with this shit, man. I ain't lying. When you know how to manage time and you really do shit, look how much trailer I got left over, y'all. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck, y'all with man live. You here with me, man. You seen it first, baby. You ready for me to sign on it? I sign once you strap it. Okay. That'll work, man. I sure appreciate your time, man. Shoot, hell yeah. Go ahead, get it strapped down.
I was gonna ask, you do emissions delete on this and stuff?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking.
That one's gonna push about 575 horse, about 1,200 pounds torque. I got 30 over injectors. I got a whole set, 375 horse facility wheel on it, and a full MBR exhaust minus the muffler.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna get one and do it about the same time.
Motherfucker run so hard, bro.
There ain't nothing like that.
Man, that especially that coming, boy. 6 in a row meant to toe, baby. 6 in a row meant to toe. Man, this shit crazy, man. I take a Friday like this any day of the week. Get what? Dude just put one of them right there. Probably 30 feet left. Boy, I'm finna go crazy. I just tell my wife, yeah, I got my wife with me, y'all. I'm married like a motherfucker. And get what? Love her to death. And my honey boo right here, though. She be riding with me sometimes, but at the same time, back to the story. When you run detention time, what the customer talking about ain't mean shit. Customers already right, but the customer don't always know what they talking about because I ain't got no agreement with the customer. So, man, let's get to work a little bit, man. I'm gonna let y'all see me and do that damn thing. Hey, and also take note, we ain't got to use no V-boards on here because they framed up in 2x4s. But if it wasn't framed up and it was just a sheet metal body, you're going to use your V-boards to avoid crushing that body and doing damage, getting the damage claim. These units are expensive. And they pay good. Run tell that. On the grind all the time. Yeah. Hey. Like I said, on the AC unit that they got framework around them, you don't gotta use no V-board. But a little tech tip. When you bring your strap down, hold up. Bring your strap down before you hook it. I know you've seen it before. If flat, put a twist in it. Now what you're gonna do, the reason you putting that twist in it, gonna help that wind buffering and keep the strap from doing this. If the strap start doing this, it'll rub the paint off the unit. You'll end up with a damage claim. Tech tip of the day. Thumbs up if we hate damage claim. Thumbs up if you hate damage claim. I'm gonna make a video about that. I done paid a few. I ain't never broke shit in my life on this truck. But at the same time, I got on operator. And when they do something, get what? Like I said, ain't no big eye little you. This shit gotta get paid. Point seen, money gone. Point seen, money gone. What I tell you about staying at the shipper too long. Point seen, money gone. Point seen, money gone. What I told y'all boy about staying at the shipper too long. Ain't but 1,150 pounds. 1,150 pounds. Boy, they lied to somebody today. What I tell you. A little piece of paper, take the thing. A little piece of paper, take it to the folks. Yeah, but remember, any discrepancies in a load that come up and you dealing with a broker, that's you and the broker on that. You just need to get proper verification from the people at the shipping and receiving, and for the time in and the time out. And then get what? Then when you hold these people to the shit they made you sign, all them carrier packs you do, all of them got a broker carrier agreement. Shit you say you gonna do, ain't gonna do, and what happen if certain stuff happen and don't happen. So get what? You bound to it. They bound to it too. It go both ways. So when it's in your favor, call them on it. But at the same time, don't get upset with no shipper. Don't get upset with no receiver or none of that shit. Because you gotta understand, these folks already spent their money. These folks spent their money and they expect you to come get it and do it, and don't nothing be said because the amount of money they spent. That's why I told you the price of tea in China ain't changed. What these folks paying to get this shit moved ain't changed, but ask for what you want. You see, I just got one unit on that motherfucker, $2,600. Run tell that. On about 1,380 miles. Run tell that. We finna go up here and get this paperwork and get the hell out of here. They got plenty of it for your ass. Chase a chick. Chase a chick. Trying to show y'all something they got on the wall, but every time I move over there, I get farther in that building, and it's a metal building. They keep messing with the signal. Hold on, I ain't going nowhere. Yeah. I believe in my paperwork right here, people. Yeah, y'all real. Hey, if you one of these savvy people, that's on here and still patient enough to wait, drop your damn cash app in there on them good old comment section. Throw your cash app in there. Cause get what? This shit ain't always boom, boom, bam, bam, fad, go, fad, come back, boom, boom, boom. Sometimes you gotta exercise some patience. For those that are still on the line, they exercise some patience. Appreciate you. And get what? Drop your cash app in there. You know how the fuck we do it. Drop your cash app in there. Drop your cash app in there. Yeah, y'all get some money with the Haven. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit, I can't get all the money. Y'all get the money too, man. It ain't no secret. Drop them cash out. Drop them in there. Yup. Drop them in there. In there. Mean. Boy, that's a mean one right here, y'all. That's a Mr. Under 10,000. It's under 2,000 right here. And pay a little bit more than halfway between 2,000 and 3,000. Hey, VA Hotshot, drop your cash out, baby. Cough on me, cough on me. Cough on me, baby. I'm in Arkansas, Jane. We trying to make it, man. Hey, they said we're gonna be 30 feet, VA. They said it's gonna be 30 feet, 1,100 pounds. I couldn't even figure that out. Ain't no doubt, bro. Hey, yeah, like I said, just drop cash app in there. Let me screenshot this shit so I can keep up with y'all so I can send it when I get off. Yeah. Yeah, man, they said come over here and get a 30-foot AC unit. I said, man, okay, how much it weigh? They said 1,150 pounds. I said, I ran a lot of AC units. Never seen one that weighed 1,150 pounds and was 30 feet long. I was like, man, that AC unit must be made out of styrofoam or tissue paper or something. But hey, I ain't finna be mad about it. But like I said, good week don't happen, and they ain't gonna keep happening unless your attitude right. Gotta have good attitude. When I did that round trip, I pulled up at the shipper / receiver on the first part of the drop. I pulled up on him in the middle of the night and did my 10-hour reset in front of their building. Yeah, brokers always wrong. Yeah, sometimes they wrong, man. I don't know, but I know they work with the dimensions most of the time that they giving. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And like I said, most brokerage, if they got an order or something like that coming out of their place, they give them an allotment of money based on the units they gonna move, and then the brokerage turn around and divvy that up amongst trucks, how many trucks they think they gonna need to do it, times how much they gonna pay each truck. And sometimes some fall through the cracks, goddammit, and that what happened. I can't do nothing but say appreciate them beers or whatever. I don't drink, but appreciate whatever y'all just did. But at the same time, like I said, these type of weeks and shit don't happen. That attitude. Now, during that story about the owner operator, all that waiting he had did, truth be told, that we had a book to something else, or he had a book something else for himself, bro would have been screwed because he wouldn't have been able to leave. So, with that being said, that's where detention comes in. And when you got detention time like that, compensation need to happen. So like I said, regardless of what the shipper talking about, the agreement is not between you and the shipper unless that's your direct customer. If you're dealing with a broker, you and the broker have a contract. You and that shipper, y'all ain't friend, buddies, associate, business partners, or nothing. You just a person that was contracted to do some work that they gave somebody else to do that they possibly didn't have the capacity to do, or they just couldn't get a truck over there to do it, so they put it up on the load board. So when it's time for detention, you go back to the person that you got the agreement with and say, hey man, we got a slight issue. And you'll be like, what? Well, I was here an extra 3 or 4 hours, and you know, according to our broker carrier agreement / contract, it says after the second hour you pay these many dollars per hour until they load me. And Jay Bill said he on Truck Stop. What website I look at? I look at Truck Stop a lot. To be honest with you. I look at Truck Stop a lot. A lot of company load boards, but Truck Stop, DAT really just for something else to look at. To be honest with you, if you're doing it off your phone on the mobile app and you're doing non-CDL work, DAT might not be the most user-friendly format, if you know what I mean. Because like I said, they allow brokers, even brokers that move partials, to put these loads up there without any dimensions. So you're left to assume if it's a flatbed, it's a full flatbed they want, or a truckload or a partial, well, you're left to assume and call and make blank calls for no reason. So, you know, I use that as an alternative load board. If you got a big rig or something, that's gonna be better for you. Truck Stop is gonna be great, but that's gonna probably do some stuff because they got a lot of just straight out truckload shit on there. Not to down them or nothing like that, but that ain't what I use the most. Yeah, non-CDL Truck Stop. Let's see. Yeah, non-CDL all over Truck Stop. My phone won't stop ringing. Yeah, and that's one cool thing about Truck Stop that I like, man. If you touch that load, whoever put that load up can go back in their database and they can see you looked at it. Since you got an account with a DOT number, you got a phone number on your Truck Stop account, they will call you on some stuff you might not even want to get, you know, or something you was considering, but you was like, nah, I don't know if that's gonna be right for me. A lot of times you'll scroll to the next load, and before you click on it, they calling you about the load you just clicked on. So that's cool thing about, you know, truck stop. And most of the time, if it gets to be the situation where they call you, you ought to be able to get some money. Because guess what? Evidently, that's a load ain't nobody calling about it. If they gotta take the time to call you, evidently something ain't right. So when you get in that situation, you realize that the volume of trucks, and that's a good tool on truck stop to use when you see trucks in the area. Volume of trucks. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, volume of trucks may not be there in that area. You know what I'm saying? So all that go into negotiation. Like I said. And why don't you do something for me? Get out and stand over there in the shade and video me bagging up in the hole. Now I'm finna do something. I got my beautiful assistant with me, which I ain't gonna throw on camera because she like, don't you put me on there live. You know how the wives get. But I want her to just let y'all see. I'm finna bag my trailer in the alleyway, and it's probably 20,000 air conditioners out here. This real spot. This ain't no little shipper. This the real deal. And I'm finna bag this thing in a hole that's pretty wide. I ain't gonna lie. I'm an alley dock it in a hole and not hit one of these fucking $20,000 units that they got, $50,000 units out here. But one thing about it, I want to encourage everybody, when you get your truck or trailer, man, go out to some parking lots, middle of the night, late night, whatever. You ain't got to set up no cones. You just get a spot that you want to hit. If you want to set up some cones, set up some cones. But I want you to practice backing straight up in a line, then practice turning corners, make a whole curve and straighten it back out and go on down the road. And then I want you to practice putting that trailer in between two lines on that parking lot, just like you parking your car. But I want y'all to do that, man, because it's going to help you out a lot. And I'm finna spin it, and I'm going to let her do her thing.
Because y'all ain't finna see me. Not yet. Not till I want y'all to. Shade over there. I don't know what I'm recording, y'all. We'll get that right. You better slow down. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. I got it.
The bag all the way to the other end. But one thing I can say, man, we in the business to make money. This shit about being a professional at what you do. And one of the biggest parts of this shit is time management, which consists of making this truck move. And it's hard to make the truck move if you at a shipper and you take it too long to get in position. One, they're gonna look at you like we don't need him back. Take it 2 hours to strap a load. We don't need him clogging up my line like that. And then you go to turn around and you nick one of these machines. You ain't gonna be back. Trust me, you ain't gonna be back. So that one of your things, that if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna hire drivers and stuff, and let me drop this tidbit up on you. For all y'all hiring drivers and owner operators and shit to your authority, I like it, it's cool. But you need to know what you're doing, because in your paperwork in the office, with your authority and everything cool and all the good shit, look good and everything in your office, you got your pictures, your plaques and all that shit, pictures of trucks and trailers on the wall, all that good shit. You need to have a driving test for your employee, because in the event some bullshit go down and they hit something for real, we gonna need a real live application on these people that come from the FMCSA website. They gonna need proof that he owned the policy, and they gonna need proof that you did an observation of his driving skills before you hired him. Failure to do so will let the lawyer have a field fucking day with your ass. And get what? You don't see all them damn billboards on the side of the highway saying you been hit by a truck. They call that easy money for folk that get out here and don't really research. When they see folk like me do shit, they call and ask about it, and I give you some of the game about it or whatever. Just before the consultation, me and these people were just talking casually, and I ran down what I was doing. But one thing about it, this shit's so personal. Well, what I do don't work for what you do. And the way I got my shit up set up for a company-wide, owner, operators and all that, yeah, I tell you the just do it. But I ain't gonna lie, I can paint this shit in a picture, and 85% of the people that listen to me ain't gonna be able to do it. And I'm just be honest with you, it's a lot more than being a boss, and I got authority, and I got owner operators, and I got drivers to just count money and try and see what you can make off these people. It's a hell of a responsibility, and one of those things such as this will come back and bite you in your ass when it's time to turn around in this little bitty spot. It's big enough for a 48-foot truck turn around, but I know some people with some 25-foot trailer can't make that turn.
Check that turn out.
Oh, you can put a 53 in there. You can turn that bitch around right here. But guess what? There's some folk with a 25 plus 5 that can't make that happen. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is very serious. And that's one way to have a $2,600 haul on your truck and come out here and owe them $55,000. About $1.50, $2, $3 a mile. You come up out this motherfucker with a bill for about $15,000, $16,000. You got to give them a run up into them, and this shit got closed, certain TV, big surveillance. They done zoomed in on your ass. So ain't no need to try to go
rolling
back to
too.
the gate and act like you ain't did shit. Don't act like you ain't did shit when you get back to the gate and they stop you and be like, what about you on the number 8753? You get that big ass gas in with your trailer. Don't act like you ain't did it. I said, don't act like you ain't do it. But like I said, man, whenever you get out, take a good peek, get out, grab the strap, pull them, you know. 1,100 pounds, it ain't going not nowhere. Grab that camera from the boot.
Precious Cargo said, laugh out loud, but she said you teaching.
Oh, hey man, I appreciate y'all. Like I said, let me carry back up with these live chats. Make sure I ain't miss nobody CashApp. Make sure I ain't miss nobody CashApp. Cause show gonna send it to you. Oh, y'all real 90. Okay. Screenshot this so I can get that to y'all, man. Y'all get a little bit. I'm sorry. Man, working like a motherfucker. Thumbs up if you know it's hot as hell in the South. Boy, golly, the humidity is the truth, y'all. Shit. So, y'all saw that live in that person. 1 AC unit, 2 strap, bam, and fuck around. Could have been gone. I'm just finna go to the house, man. You know how it is, man. But at the same time, routing that truck, time management. Try to see how many I did this week, y'all. I'm gonna make video. I'm gonna put the video together for you. I'm probably drop it tomorrow because I'm gonna be at home. But what it was? Came out with that baby forklift going to Oklahoma that I picked up Friday. I went to Florida Saturday, Friday evening after I picked it up, grabbed the truck, brought it back Saturday morning, made that money. I ain't gonna even count that. That's just some good side money right there. But at the same time, came out with that forklift, went to Oklahoma. On my way to Oklahoma, stopped in good old Arkansas. Hey, no, get what? No, this shit don't deliver on Monday press cargo. You remember I told you about that time how you leapfrog them low? This shit deliver Wednesday. So, hey man, this shit irrelevant, man. It's crazy because it's a cycle. This shit keep going over and I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This shit so real. I dropped that on Wednesday. So you already know what the fuck I'm finna do with them other about 25 feet of trailer, right? Right? And got time. Like I said, it's like 1,300 miles. That 2 days of driving and maybe a little piece. If you slack off the first day, do you about 450 miles the first day, probably 550 miles the second day, you at 1,000. You got 300 miles to go, maybe 5 hours the next day. Even though worst case scenario, you get it there about 1 or 2 o'clock that evening or some shit like that. To the point where, boy, these credit bureau folks, they're talking these scores going up and up and up. Yeah! Motherfucker already alright, but get what? Hey, posh, baby. Hey, ain't no lie, press cargo. We get it in out here. And you too can learn how to get it in out here. Got the 1 hour consultation. $sign JBUTLER 357. This shit the true is in the boo. And get what? I know what to do. So hey, like I said, point seen, money gone. And ain't no secret. And get what? Like I said, every time I get on this shit everywhere. This shit everywhere. I'm gonna be up there, get what? This shit going to Connecticut. So I suppose I leave sometime in the middle of the day Monday, but I ain't gonna leave till I fill the trailer up, or at least be on the way to get something to fill the trailer up on the way to my destination. I'm not gonna even pull out from my house until I figure that part out. Cause get what? Listen to me. They're going to Connecticut. Let's just say I get one going to Pennsylvania. And I got a trick up my sleeve by next week because I already got some shit up there in Pennsylvania. Got to go to Houston 3 times. I got to do that 3 times. 3 times. That's a lot of miles. 3 times. I got 10 days to do it. That's called contract work, y'all. Contract work. But at the same time, I got to get up there. And I'm going to start the job Wednesday evening. So y'all know I'm going to either drop this AC unit off Wednesday morning in Connecticut and come right on over there to Pennsylvania, deadhead, whatever. I don't give a damn because this shit pay real good, y'all. I'm talking this shit pay real good. And at the same time, we're going to go get that money. But at the same time, like I said, boy, seeing money gone. Sometimes it be like that. That's what we did. Soup. And then we came straight back down that road. Yeah. Yeah, they give you a little map to the area. Yo, my wife was trying to make sure I wasn't lost. Cause we Mr. Never Lost. But hey, man. All I say is make it your own, people. If you ain't gonna make it your own, what you doing it for? And at the same time, if you gonna follow the lead of some very low efficiency motherfuckers, hey man, that's what you're gonna get. I ain't got nothing to say about what nobody doing. I say more power to you. And if that shit is completely full of errors and slight miscalculations, big miscalculations, really, to be honest with you. But you know, whatever you're doing, you know, put your best foot forward. And if you got questions for real though, man, don't be afraid to hit me up in the CashApp and Hey, I probably put some description up under here, man. Check out RTS Pro, man. If you're going on, you're doing it, and everything going good with it, you want to save some money on some fuel, do some factoring, holler at Tabs. I'll put that link up under in the description where you can get that cash flow on point, on time, every time. But at the same time, I'm finna go home and do 34-hour reset in the midst of still working, y'all, because I gotta do some work on the trail. I'll probably include y'all on a little bit of that. I want to put them contees on, but I think I'm gonna go actually buy another set, because I got something going on with an axle, y'all. It ain't nothing bad going on with it, but I think the axle got a little tweaked when I bent that first axle back in a long time ago in some more videos. I pretzeled one of them 8Ks, but it was totally my fault. And you know, it be like that sometimes. But in the process of doing that, I think I might have tweaked that rear axle on that trailer. I bought a brand new front axle, full assembly and everything, brand new rim and tire, because it bent the rim. I'm talking about I folded up a 17.5 rim and blowed the tire out on the rim when it went down in this super big pothole. So, you know what I'm saying, that second tire went down in there, but not as hard, and it's not a noticeable bend, or the tire is not noticeably crooked, but I noticed that it irregularly wears tires. So before I put them damn contees on there, you know, I'd rather put on something else, and we're gonna try and work with that axle and see if we can actually bend that axle back into position this weekend. That's what I'm gonna do, and actually get at that axle about another week and a half worth of running and track the progress of the tire wear on that axle, and we'll make the determination as well that we need to actually invest in another axle. And you know, if we have to, we have to. I don't want to. AK fully assembled axle from where I get them from, that's not like $1,600. I don't want to buy another one, but hey, it is what it is. I know I'm gonna keep the train rolling. That is what I'm gonna do. So, with that being said, man, I'm gonna ease up out of here. Next time y'all see me, I'll probably be dropping a video, you know, on y'all. I'm gonna put something together based up on this week and how many we ran. I'm trying to count shit up. I don't know if I ran 6 and took one home, ran 5 and take one home, or ran 7 and take. I really don't. I gotta put this shit together, but I got pictures of everything, so y'all get to see. Y'all get to see it in real, boy. It's funky fresh in this motherfucker. And guess what? Hey, it ain't no game. It ain't no lie. Hey, the shit real. And you too can be out here and actually enjoy yourself, man, and not really be stressing. That's what I'm trying to show y'all the way to get this money. Not have no stroke behind getting it. Not go borrow money from Tom, Dick, and Harry and try and do stuff that you know you really might not would do if it was your money. You know, stuff like that, you know, because real talk, a lot of things that go on out here make you spend some money. It make you want to spend some money. Boy, I seen some shit today made me want to go spend some money. But at the same time, the numbers ain't gonna lie. And like I said, they gonna take your feelings out of all this shit. So at the end of the day, it what the numbers say. It isn't it. I just touched the screen because I just had an alarm go off because I'm scheduled for a 1-hour appointment that was paid for this morning. And like I said, the person was at work, so they told me to holler at them when they get off at a certain time. And get what? Because I take it seriously and it is what it is, and I'm keep 100 with you, I set an alarm. So I know, hey, it's time for me to call D. And I'm going to call them and chop it up, and hopefully we gonna have some progress to be seen and made out of these conversations. But get what? Till next time, hustle, hustle, hustle. Motherfucker hater. Man, fuck a hater, man. These folks ain't shit. That's the shit I want you to understand. Because in the midst of motherfucker hating on you, sure enough, they ain't doing shit. They ain't doing nothing but sitting around contemplating, talking, and trying to figure out what they can do to throw a monkey wrench in what you got going on when they ain't got a motherfucking thing going on. Most time, a hater got too much time on the hand to read and sitting around hating on the motherfucker. Worry about what a motherfucker doing and trying to see how it ain't. Nah, fuck a hater. Do what the numbers say do. Try your hard. Put your bed foot full, but for real though, man, hey, at the end of the day, this shit about a hustle. This shit about yourself, about what you put into it. But like I said, man, I ain't gonna keep you too much long. I'm finna ride my head to the house. But at the same time, be encouraged, stick to the script. And if the script don't quite just seem like it going together like it's supposed to, or it's puzzle pieces missing and shit almost looking complete, but you count on the fence and you getting your money together, yada, hit me up on that CashApp. 1 hour consultation, get what? I'm out here riding around and I'm getting it. I'm riding around and I'm getting it. I'm riding around and I'm getting it. Hey, man, I'm going to hold my shit. They tell me I spend it, man. I ain't spend a goddamn thing unless it's time to spend it. Too much shit going on just to come out here to get some money and blow it and get it right back. Fuck it off and get it right back. Fuck it off and get it right back. It's going to be 1 week you fuck it off and you ain't going to be able to get it right back. Don't do that shit. Tell you now. A lot of shit look good. A lot of shit sound good. A lot of shit feel good. Feel good, go up in there and put your 10, 15 band down on the newest and best or whatever you like. It feel good. At the moment, it feel good. I ain't saying don't enjoy yourself, ball the fuck out. But just know when to do it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there's always gonna be some naysayers. Man, you need this, you gotta have that. But get what? Most of the people that naysayers ain't even doing this shit. Them people don't do this to the point where they don't know what they talking about. And then you got people that perhaps may do this, but at the same time, they ain't doing it on no type of level that really impressive. I see your truck clean all the time. I see you might ride around the town and be, you know, free to do a lot of shit. You come through with a couple cars or something that somebody need move. But if you really want to get that money and see what it is and what it do, you're going to get on here. You're going to pay attention. You're going to do your own research. You're going to get your money right. And when it's time to pull the trigger, you're going to pull the trigger and stand back and look at the hole you made. I came out here to make a dent in this shit. I ain't, man, come out here to play around. I ain't come out here, like I told y'all in that fleet build video, I ain't come out here to build no fleet just because it seemed like it should be the right thing to do at this juncture in time. I'd have been out here too long and I ain't got no more extra trucks, or I'd have been out here too long and I'm still in the truck too long. I'd probably be in the truck another 2 years, maybe 3. Because I love this shit. It ain't about I would do this so I could bag back and I sit down and all that. Man, that's on a 10-year plan. Some 4, 5, 6 years into their 10-year plan. Yeah, it's time to try and figure out a way to sit down. Then some 4, 5, 6, 7 years into their 10-year plan, and they'd have been out here running so reckless they done fucked their goddamn license up so bad that they can't get on no insurance. The only thing they can do is start adding trucks and adding people and adding stuff to mask the fact that if I get on the insurance, it's gonna go up $15,000 or $12,000 or $20,000. And if I'm online, I can't afford to keep the company online. So now you gotta hire drive, you gotta get extra trucks, you gotta get owner operator, you gotta get a lot of stuff going on to supplement the fact that you really been fucking up. It ain't hard. It ain't hard at all. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. You ain't gotta do them come out here and give a half-ass effort or come out here and be ignorant of some of the laws and rules. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That's just it what it is. You come out here sideways as you want to. And not be teachable, not be learned, and not be learnable. It might be a word, it might not be a word. But you come out here and do that if you want to. DOT gonna love you. DOT gonna love you. Out of service, overweight, undersecured, all that shit. Just coming out here not really knowing what it is. They gonna show you what it is. They gonna show you what it is. It ain't no secret. I promise you God, they gonna show you what it is because it's their job to show you what it is. And they gonna get dead on your ass. And the crazy part about it is, it ain't nothing you can't know. It ain't nothing you couldn't have figured out. It ain't nothing you couldn't have opened DOT, saved the handbook, FMCA's handbook, and read for yourself and known this. They call that ignorance of the law does not excuse obedience to the law. And that's one of the biggest things I tell people when they first start off. I ain't know, man, my bad. Ain't none of that shit gonna fly. Especially when you call the insurance company and they try to renew your insurance or start something off, you'll come to find out that by you running like you running, you might have been your own worst enemy. You need to add some owner operator and stuff so you can send them through the scale so they can get some of your safety score back, or and try and make the company good and everything. And you know, I dealt with some of that too, because I had owner operators getting violations and stuff like that. I sent 2 more owner operators in the way station to get a couple good ones to balance out their percentage, because I know what it does to me. I know what it does to you. So, you know, stuff like that, it gets to the point where building the fleet out of necessity, that's called smart. Building the fleet out of desperation and basically knowing the game good enough to where you know it's gonna make something, that's detrimental. You know it's gonna make something. If you keep multiplying and keep adding, it gonna make something. It gonna make something. That's bullshit. It gonna make something. It might do what it do. I could probably get this off of it. It can help me out. I can supplement my income, and at the end of the day, there was a smoke screen to mask the fact that you've been bullshitting, and then you turn around, soon you put somebody on, and they make a couple mistakes, and fuck with your safety score even worse than it is. You know, L's an LC number or a DOT number. Now you ready to fire, motherfucker. You probably ready. Hey man, you gotta turn the truck in, or you gotta get off here and everything. But goddamn, you ain't gave nobody no cushion. That's why I waited a whole year. You know what I'm saying? That's why I waited a whole year, man. I waited a whole year. Damn near. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, 13 months. It was 13 months in, I started adding on the operator. I had my second truck at 6 months, though. Had the second truck going at 6 months with my truck I bought and paid for. My trailer I bought and paid for. Ain't no loan. Oh, because you get another truck when you stack your money back to where it was when you first had your startup cost. Unless a customer is in demand and you got a bunch of direct customers, they in demand. Yeah, then you go borrow some money or spend some money to do something that you wouldn't normally do just because I see 100%. I see it's on paper and I sign well this money gonna be here for 700 or something days. This 2-year contract, 3-year contract, and I can see that it justifies me going to spend my money. But just to keep adding and adding, it will work out. It'll work out. But you're gonna have to be a lot more in tune with everything. From truck routing to dealing with your driver. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like this. My people, I worked with them for about 5 weeks before they just really all the way kind of soloing on the strapping and all. What's up, Nikolai? Ain't nothing to it, bro. Mr. Lemons. I enjoyed that conversation too, bro. But like I say, it's a thing to where all this shit based up on risk versus reward. That's why I say time over everything, because the risk of blowing the amount of time that some of this stuff take up, and the risk of messing up time, it equates into money. So it's time over everything. It ain't all about the money, because the time is the money. But when you think about the risk versus reward, I just went in there and grabbed the air conditioning unit. That one air conditioning unit probably cost like 15 grand. They put it on there. I'm finna run it over here for 2,600. Okay, in the process of 2,600 happening, that air conditioner fly off the truck. Insurance company want 15 grand. Out of 15 grand, let's just say your deductible on your cargo policy is 2,500. Okay, out of 15 grand, you're gonna get them $2,500, and they're gonna pay $12,500 of the difference, right? Okay, because that's your deductible. You're gonna have to pay that. The load didn't pay for 2,600. So when you get through with it, you made $100 and drove 1,300 miles, and you feel like shit. And that's one of the risks you take when you start adding people and you're not adequately training people and taking their word for it. How many times, man, push like on the damn on the screen if you ever embellished a couple things on the application. I ain't saying no big shit. I ain't saying you got no PhD. I ain't saying you went to Harvard. But I'm saying you put on that motherfucker that you know Word, Excel, Windows 10, and some more shit, and you ain't got a computer at home, and you ain't really never did it, but you fuck with it in high school when you was taking the computer class. Well, it's just like any other job that somebody applying to. You got to fact check everything. And then behind the fact check, that's where you're driving. Your driving report come in that mixed in with your driver's road test. I'm trying to help somebody that might have some owner operator that might need to do that, and have some driver that might need to do that before it be some shit. And I'm just cheap, but at the same time, it's a whole lot of thinking going on in this shit. Whole lot of it. And that's why I like it. Because I'm a critical thinker, and I love to multitask, and I like a challenge. And that's the type of person you're going to have to be if you want to be successful. Because the simple fact of the matter is, just going and doing shit. I love to see people just go do shit. Because you got a wealth of knowledge out here. You got a guy like me that just charge $40 to tell you anything you want to know. And then you got channels out here that give you good information, some of them give you bad. Then you got webinars out here that cost $5,000 or $6,000. So the information out here, I'm just saying this shit out here. But at the same time, I hope I'm helping somebody that might have some owner operators or some, some drivers, or you think about expanding and building. There's a lot of things you need to have in the office besides that shit for your authority. That BOC3, that UCR, all that stuff. That's cool. MVRs on your driver, that cool. You might want to research what all you need to have in case something go bad, because guess what, they're going to want to see everything you're supposed to have. And if you ain't got it, don't worry about it. The lawyer going to have a ball. That motherfucker gonna have a ball with you. It ain't gonna be about your own operator. It ain't gonna be about your driver. It ain't gonna be about none of that shit. And they could be a contract worker. Guess whose name on side of that truck? Yours. And like I said, ain't nobody perfect. Everybody gonna go out and get violations. Everybody gonna go out and have shit happen. Blowouts on tire. But one thing that we ain't gonna do is be willfully negligent. That's what we're not gonna do. We're not going to be willfully negligent with the running of our businesses, people. We're going to do everything by the book, but one thing about it, everybody want to do everything by the book, but don't nobody want to get the damn book. I be seeing Hotshot Dave sometimes. He pull out the book on y'all head, and DOT handbook, and y'all, I got that motherfucker up under the back seat. And guess what? I peruse that motherfucker from time to time, but at the same time, I had a willful, real strong understanding of that motherfucker, because at the same time, this ain't my first forte into transportation and shit. It just wasn't on a commercial level and all that. I done worked around and been around and did diesel mechanic work, worked around the bus industry, all that type of shit, to the point where I seen a whole lot of room and places where people fucked up in the past and it cost them everything. You know what I'm saying? Cost a couple little pieces of paper that seemed very insignificant. You know what I'm saying? And that's some shit, the devil in the detail, like my homeboy Eric said in that other line we did the other day in Alabama. The devil in the detail. But one thing about it, they gonna spank you on your ass if you ain't paying attention to them details. And just an FYI, first 18 months of a new authority, your authority have been granted. That shit is good as gold. But your authority ain't permanently activated. It ain't really bedded. It ain't really vetted until you do your 18-month DOT FMCSA safety audit. So that's why I'm telling y'all, don't be silly and just get to adding a whole bunch of trucks and drivers and all this stuff before you to develop the cushion with the FMCSA. Don't just go get your authority in 2-3 months. You see daylight and then you want to go add trucks. 5-6 months you see daylight. You want to go add trucks, and owner operators start bringing a whole lot of more people in the mix. More people equal more problem now. Tell you now, to the point where you need to have a strong sense of self. You need to know what have self done. What have self came out here and did in the process of learning this stuff that you might not know everything you need to know. And then you need to turn around and transfer right there and put that right on that driver application, because he gonna do all the same shit, if not more. It's just learning your job. It's learning how to adjust to being out here on the road. It's learning how to deal with DOT in a cordial and professional manner. You know what I'm saying? So it's to the point where you need a cushion. You need a cushion on your safety score. You need a cushion with your insurance company. You need a long-standing history of straight getting paper and being able to put it up. Because a lot of people got just in case money, but it ain't there. They got just in case money on credit card. They got just in case money, you know what I'm saying, in different accounts dealing with loans and savings and bonds, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, if you can't run this thing efficiently enough to build up just in case money with the truck without asking the motherfucker for shit, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You've been doing it wrong. So for real. Because the truck supposed to pay for everything. Everything. And put something up. But at the same time, you can't really do that if you're in the midst of weeding through a lot of new people, doing different things. Every time you get $1, they damn near cost you $1. Every time you make $3, you damn near get 2 of them back in a damage claim. You got bad relationship getting formed with a broker because this driver may have been having a bad attitude that day, and that shipper say he don't want them on their premises no more. You know, shit like that happens that's not in your control. Understand how to get around this stuff and maneuver and really have that money to do what you need to do. And you know what I'm saying, having the money is fine. But one thing about it, you want to get your DOT number, your MC number a fighting chance. You got to give your company a fighting chance. That's why you ease into the progression of stuff like that. I ain't had no 4 trucks on my shit in no 2 months. I add 4 trucks on them motherfucker once I start adding over the course of it. Probably 6.5, because before I go from adding the first truck to the next truck, that next person, I gotta go out and train, ride, and we gonna do, hey man, I ain't say team drive, but we gonna be out there, I'm gonna evaluate, I'm gonna show you, instruct you, and do all that stuff for 4 weeks. Then on the 5th week, I'm gonna be sitting right there beside you, but at the same time, I'm gonna act like I ain't there. And see what it is. And that week, you'll find out if you're going to be a full-time driver or not. I don't give a damn what your application say. I got a flat rate. I'm going to pay you for a whole month and a week. And if it go above board on what you're doing, you come out there batting 1,000, yeah, you can get something else put up on there. But it's like, yeah, I'm going to pay a flat rate to the driver for the first 5 weeks. They call that OJT. To the point where ain't too many places gonna guarantee your money just for getting there and getting trained. They gonna guarantee you something about an hour while you train, or they might guarantee you some flat fee, and some folks train and just say it's an apprenticeship. Or sometimes they say, what is that, an internship? No, everybody got bills, so you get a flat rate, but at the same time, you don't work for me. I'm gonna list you on in a special way on the insurance, which I ain't gonna tell y'all, cause it's too many. I'll tell you like this. I watch a lot of channels. I watch a lot of them. But it's too many folk that because they got a lot of subscribers, they try to double back. And basically when they figure out they been fucking up for so long, they basically double back on what they saying. And probably after watching one of my videos, go back and make the necessary corrections, and then they come out with a video like, this shit is something they been doing, or this shit is something that, boom, it just fell out the sky and it hit them. You guys should really know about this. None of this shit never fell out the damn sky. And none of this shit, this how you do this shit. I'm for real, this how you do this shit. Like, all that other shit is fun, it's entertainment, but this, non-CDL, this how you do this shit. I don't know no other way to say it. This shit cool to me. Everybody got their own business plan, their own mind. they own, you know, plan the execution on what they gonna do and how they gonna run their business, how they gonna organize their people, how they gonna move their truck, how they gonna have the pay system set up, how they gonna get their money right away, all that shit. But at the end of the day, ain't but about 2-3 ways to do this shit and really get some money. And there's a whole lot of ways to do this shit and lose every day. For real. One way to fuck up is to build your company on leverage or expand it on leverage beyond the capacity of customer base and money revenue that you already been bringing in. To the point where if shit go down, it's over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? And what that also does, it fuck with your running costs real bad. Real bad. I want y'all to take a moment and press the thumbs up button if you know that the average operating cost for a big rig now, is about $1.25 a mile when you're doing it right. Press the thumbs up. I'm gonna get into this shit for real on another couple videos, but press the thumbs up if you can honestly work with me on these numbers and know that a big rig, it's about $1.25 a mile, and you know that's why they chase $2 a mile plus fuel surcharge to put them basically a little bit over, probably $2.50, $2.40, $2.60 a mile, and at that rate they can make $1.25 profit on every mile. Thumbs up if that makes sense to you. I'm finna go deep on that one. I'm finna go deep on it right quick. Thumbs up if the reason why I'm telling you this a real number. I'm telling you how I know. Got a truck, but we do that some other time. Got a truck, been had a truck, but I'm gonna tell you how I know. $1.25. We're gonna give you a good round number. $1.25. If you out here, you're out here right now, and your operating cost for your CDL Hotshot is over $1, you doing it wrong. And that's for a CDL Hotshot. If you out here right now, and it take you $1 to move your truck, and you run a non-CDL Hotshot of any kind, you doing it wrong. You leverage your shit incorrectly because your overhead is too high. If it costs you over $1 to run this truck, that's why I don't cut the motherfucker off from Friday to Saturday. From Monday to Saturday. From Sunday night to Saturday. I ain't worried about that shit. Come my operating cost there, I burn up all these in the world since still. I don't give a fuck. Because I know my operating cost per mile is, and it ain't nowhere close to $1. I'm gonna go back over there and say that again. The reason I know this is because I got a truck. $1.25. That's about a good round number. That's the operating cost for a rig, man. If you're doing CDL Hotshot or non-CDL Hotshot, and your price per mile to operate that truck is over $1, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. And that's why you can't see your money. That's why you'll run a whole week and profit $300, $400, $500, $600, $700. You'll run a whole week and put up all the money you're supposed to put up, and you might profit $1,000. And that's why, because your overhead too high. Because you did some shit wrong. You went too fast. If your overhead too high, either they fuck you on everything you bought and it was absorbing the price or the interest rate, or you weren't ready with your credit, or you did the shit so early that you did it in a hasty way without really thinking about it, and you willing to settle for crumbs and just offset the crumbs by multiplying it with more vehicles and more vehicles and more vehicles and more vehicles. It don't matter. The profit percentage is the same. Yeah. You can have 5 trucks that make $100,000 and you profited 10% on it, and you made $10,000 off them truck profit in the clear. Or you can have 2 trucks that made $20,000 and you profited and you profited $8 grand on your 40%. I think for the amount of effort, the amount of equipment, the amount of cost that took place, I feel like the guy that did the bill of merit really won that day. Even though you got 10,000 and he got 8,000, his 8,000 was made way smarter than your 10. And you can go spend your 10 and it spend better than his 8. But goddamn, look what you had to do to get the 10. Look at all the shit you had to risk to get the 10. Look at all the shit you had to put up with to get the 10. Look at all your credit and this and that you got to risk to get the 10. And then in the process of doing that, they don't leave you much cushion. To a point where when something happened and you operating on 10, 15, 20% profit, you in trouble. You in trouble. It is what it is. And like I said, partial, getting that load count up, getting the moves up, getting that volume up. That was 2 people last year. 2 people last year. Yeah, I was like 2 people last year for real. This year too. I ain't shit stopped. But at the same time, it's about more than multiplying and growing and getting bigger. It's more about customer support, being professional, and supplying the equipment that is necessary to the market. There is no special insurance if they drive your truck. If they drive your truck, they must be covered by the policy even when training. And you're saying, I don't know. Yes, sir. Yeah, it is. It ain't no special insurance. It's a special clause in the policy, brother. Oh, yes, it is. Call your agent tomorrow and ask them what an emergency driver is. That's what you do. Call your agent tomorrow and ask them what an emergency driver. Give you the definition of an emergency driver. Yep. They on there. They covered. But they ain't 100% a part of your company. It's on there for a set amount of time and a set amount of, and it's got some variables in it where he can't do but this, or it's in the event of this, and yeah, it's called an emergency driver, bro. Yeah. Like backwards and forwards, I do know this shit, bro. Like for real. Yeah, but you right though. He do got to be covered. He got to be on there. He got to be present on the policy. He most definitely got to be on there in case something happen. But yeah, call your insurance agent tomorrow and ask them what an emergency driver is. So you can't shake me. I'm sorry. Like the Allen Iverson shit that they got going on out here in the industry with these brokers and these shippers and these folks that think they doing it. You can't shake me. That's why I do 1 hour consultation, because I ain't gonna feed nobody no bullshit. It's to the point where it's a way to do everything, and it's a way to do everything in the constraints of how this shit go. You just gotta be knowledgeable enough to just sit down and research and figure out and not be afraid to have good relationship with all the people you do business. So I can call on cell phone, hit my insurance guy up. Hey, Grady, man, I got such and such on the trailer. I think it might be a little bit much. Hey, I believe this shit worth about $160,000. You know my cargo insurance, $100,000. Okay, John, we gonna put it on there, take a picture of it, send it to me, and we gonna up it for the day. You send me $20 now, we'll put it on the policy at the end of the month when you make your normal payment. Huh? That's a nugget. Huh? That's a nugget. That's a chicken nugget. Got $100,000 cargo policy, you want to pull something called $200,000, and you think, man, I can't do that. No, you can call your insurance company and get a 1-day exemption, 1-day ride, a 3-day ride, however long that thing gonna take, and they gonna give you a rate for that time, because time over everything. Time equal money, so they gonna figure out how much time you want to take this risk with these $200,000 on here, and we're gonna say, Operating non-CDL should be under 50 cents a mile. No, it's gonna be tough as hell to be under 50 cents a mile, cause even in the midst of owning everything, even if you bought everything in cash, you still gotta put that money into recouping it on the other end. So 50 cents a mile, and you doing everything on a 100,000 mile scale, that's gonna be tough as shit. It's gonna be tough. Now I ain't gonna lie, my shit ain't that far from 50 cents. But boy, to get that motherfucker down to 50 cents, god damn, I wish I could do that. You doing that, bro? You got that shit going less than 50 cents? Or you Oh, you the old, oh yeah, you got big truck, don't you? But man, god damn, boy. 50 cents a mile, if I, woo, and I fuck with numbers, bro. If you, man, you get that motherfucker running under 50 cents a mile, god damn. It might be a gas truck, just so the initial cost be like 20,000 less, and then you get to divide that into your 100,000 with all your other expenses. You might could get under 50 cents a mile, but then the longevity of the gas motor, the size of the bearings and everything really ain't meant for that kind of hardcore pulling all the time. Gonna have the motor screaming, so you're gonna need another truck, so you gotta factor that in to it, and it kind of weigh out, and then you end up back over 50 cents a mile, because you're gonna probably have to replace that transmission in that truck or engine or something like that. But at the same time, it's still gonna, what, 50 cents, goddamn, boy. Ooh, shit, you made, man, I made my head spin then, boy. If I do 50 cents a mile, I'm gonna say this though, my shit up under 70 cents a mile. So when you hear people saying, hey, my operating cost is $1.25, I'm looking around to see where the hell the Kenworth is. I'm trying to see where the hell the shit, where the Peterbilt is. $1.25, $1.30 a mile. And where the $175,000 truck and $50,000 trailer is. I'm looking, cause I'm like, if your operating cost $1.25, dollar anything, to be honest with you, you might have moved too fast. For real. And I mean, yeah, you might have moved too fast, because like at the same time, a lot of the reason why they operating costs get out of control like that is because they got too many variable expenses. You got shit that don't stay the same regardless of what you do. You know what I'm saying? You got shit that go up and down like the price of diesel. But at the same time, it go up and down with the amount of miles or the amount of trips or the amount of work you put in. The cost of everything goes up and down. So you got this wave going on, and you steady trying to catch the peak and dodge the valleys, to the point where business is ran on consistency. And you can't get consistency in this market without having a consistent amount of expenses coming out where you can really pinpoint what's going on, and then you put that with a consistent customer or a consistent broker base or a consistent way of running your shit, and you make a consistent profit. Like, I know what this shit gonna do every week. Not exact number what I'm gonna make every week, but I know for the amount of work that gets put in, what's gonna happen. I know the amount of work that my owner operator puts in, wherever they at, that's what's gonna happen. And until you can say that and really have some streamline, like all the time, just straight up, like, man, I'm within $2,000 to $3,000 every month. Oh yeah, hell yeah, if they hit some, hell yeah, if they hit some, your insurance got to pay now. If they hit some, but they are listed now. It ain't gonna be no situation where you get dropped or no crazy shit happen like that. You're gonna have a big ass claim, and you know it's gonna affect the shit out of you, but you wouldn't get caught with your pants down trying to train a guy that's not actually on the policy, but putting the guy on the policy that's permanently on the policy, and that's going to affect the whole price of the policy for the year that you probably might not even hire. You know what I'm saying? And they own, and you can take them on and take them off, put them on, put them off, but at the same time, in the event of using an emergency driver and taking him out and training him, really the first week he might not even put his hand on the steering wheel, but he needs to be covered and on the policy and everything. And you know, that's with anything, whether he was on there or whether he was not on there. If that's something that hit something, you in trouble regardless. Your insurance is cool, but I'm gonna tell you something about commercial insurance. That guy go out there and total that truck today. Today is August, what, the 14th? He go out there and total that truck today, August 14th. And it could not even be his fault. Dealing with the commercial insurance and how that work, you probably gonna get your check in about, probably 2 months. What you gonna do till then? Where your money at? I got Progressive. Emergency drivers still on your policy. If they hit something, it's still going, hell yeah. We saying the same thing, veteran over the road, no doubt. We saying the same thing. I'm just saying, as far as putting him on as a permanent fixture on your policy, and actually having him quoted for a year worth of time, I operate at 49 cents per. So what that mean is, out every mile, you probably get to keep like 20 cents more than me. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, everybody don't count that number the same. Everybody don't use the same factor to count that number the same. But if you say you do 49 cents, I believe you, bro. I ain't no reason to call nobody no lie. I can't question that because you've been doing it for years. Yup, non-CDL is easy to do. It is, man, once you get in the rhythm and really get your business savvy together and just really understand what's going on, it ain't really shit hard about it. There's a whole lot of ways to get screwed, but that's in any business. You know what I mean? That's why, like I said, I like dealing with people, and that I believe that's one of my strong suits in there because my customers are cool. No, don't deny, no, don't run no. No, man, you don't want to run no gas. Hey, man. I ain't gonna lie, I just left the air conditioner play, and I was sitting there with a guy that had a gas Hemi 2500, and he rolling with it, but he told me he had to put a transmission in it last month because it's not a 68 RFE. I'm thinking he said it's a 66 RFE, and that second number in there denotes a weight rating on that transmission. 66, 68, 6 gears, 8,000 pounds, yada yada, something like that. I'm not really sure if it's 8 tons. I think it's 8 tons. 8 tons and some shit electric, whatever the RFE stand for. But the first two numbers denotes the amount of gears and the amount of torque that it holds. Okay, so that's what that is. It's not weight. I just came back to me. It's torque number. So it's 6 gears, has an 800 foot-pound capacity on it, which we know people turn these motherfuckers up and get way more than 800 foot-pounds torque and send it through there. It's all about how you drive the truck, though, be honest with you. My truck got 294,000 miles on it. I just changed the fluid when I'm supposed to change the fluid. Oh, you figure out your operating cost by taking every single thing that costs money, adding that shit up. I'm talking about everything to do with the startup, your projections on diesel, your projections on mechanical costs, your projections on equipment, everything. Add all that shit up, total price, the whole total everything, and divide it by 100,000. The way I do it, 100,000, cause like most people gonna run 100 or so thousand miles a year. I run way more than that though, but at the same time, 100 or so thousand miles a year. So that's a good way to judge basically what's gonna happen with that truck at 100,000 miles and what you're gonna be able to do at 100,000 miles and what it's basically costing you per 100,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do that. Now other people may do it differently. They use different number factors and stuff. Some people don't use 100,000. You know, some people use time. They might use over the course of years. But if you do this, you know 100,000 come up so fast it'll make you go, whew. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how I do that. And you know what I'm saying? Well, what I did and how I did it, I come up with the operating costs, and that includes everything, insurance, everything you think you're gonna eat on the road for a whole year, and divide it by 100,000. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna get ready to go home, y'all. I've been sitting up here talking to y'all. My wife up here kind of restless. We need to go get something to eat. My fixed costs are 39 cents per mile. When you add fuel, it can fluctuate, but I always use 10 cents per mile fuel cost. And that's the business. And that's why I'm gonna come out with that video about this fuel surcharge, cause I've been getting fuel surcharge ever since I started doing this shit. If you're missing a fuel surcharge on a lot of these loads, you missing money. If you don't know the ass, they know better than to tell you. So get what? I'm gonna do a video about that to the point where, yeah, I don't need the whole big red fuel charge, cause just like the veteran just said over there in the comment, get what his operating cost is on fuel. So I don't need the whole 30-something cent, maybe 40 cents a mile for fuel surcharge, but y'all don't give me something. If I gotta fill this trailer up, you gonna get all of it. I need something. And that's no lie, I need something. on top of the line haul. We got the line haul. We negotiate the rate. That's the rate for it moving. Now we need something on that thru. I appreciate you too. But at the same time, this has been a Hotshot Haven. I'm coming to y'all with a video I'm putting together, editing about this week and what went on and what went down. Y'all just stay encouraged. Hey, be blessed, be safe. Hey, keep your mind on what you're doing. Stick to that script, man. Like, once you get your plan together and then right and you done worked it out and you know how much you need and you know what you gotta have, you know all this stuff and you working towards, don't let nobody throw you out, man. Yep, veteran on the road said his recommendation for any new authority would be wait 2 years before they start adding trucks. And I can agree with that. You know, and the reason I agree with that is because the pace that I did shit at was really, like I tell y'all, man, I damn near did 5 years of what a trucking company would do just in moves and steps and learning things and procuring freight and being able to have enough freight that coming through every day that I need to add more trucks. That shit happened way before the normal time that an average person would do it, because I was out here really kicking ass all over the place because I came out here doing what I'm telling y'all to do damn near from the door. You know what I'm saying? That's why that number ran up like that and they keep running up like that. And if my number go, if personally my growth drop under 260, 265, some shit like that, 250 in a 12-month period of time, I don't give a damn if from October to October through all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do got an email, VA. I'm gonna drop that for y'all, man. It's Jonathan, Johnaathan, Butler, BUTLER, the number 35 at iCloud.com. So Jonathan Butler 35 at iCloud.com, VA. But yeah, I mean, it's very critical to know the numbers, respect the numbers, and obey the numbers until the numbers tell you and nudge you over to the side and be like, hey man, man, you got too much freight. You can't be everywhere at once. I think you need to add some more trucks. That's what you do. It ain't because you start networking with different people and it seems like the right thing to do. Now, this shit seems like the right thing to do when your money say it's the right thing to do, and my emphasis on your money. If it ain't a customer base to where they demand that they need more capacity from you, and they can't guarantee you a year, 2 year, 3 year contract, you buying more trucks and adding people on, you ain't doing them creating a problem. And then the last thing you want to do is create a problem, especially when you got drivers. Owner operator, not so much, because after a while they self-dispatch and they do their thing and they really write their own check at the end of the week. But when you talk about drivers and add people on like that, you really got these people livelihood, their families and all that stuff in the palm of your hand, to the point where you really need to be on point. And regardless if the load pay or not, you know what I'm saying? Regardless if the truck go down and this and that, I take my entire grow revenue and break it into thirds. Yeah, that one way to do it, so you can allocate different shit. But like I said, I can't really do it in thirds. I probably break it down into like really fifths, because you know you got 5 bank accounts for the shit. Every bank account for a different thing, so you keep everything separated, and that kind of how they get divided up. And then you got another account on the side personally that be your own shit. But you know, that's one of the things. Okay, and before I go, I want to tell y'all this: hustle this shit. Watch the channel. I'm gonna try to keep y'all entertained, but I really want to help some people. You know, I want to entertain, give y'all some shit to watch, and y'all crack up when I say certain stuff. That's cool, but that's just me. That's just how I am. But at the end of the day, 1/3 taxi, 1/3 operating, and 1/3 company saving. Hold on, 1/3 taxi. Veteran old road say he do 1/3 for taxi, 1/3 for operating and company savings, and 1/3 what I pay myself. That's a good way to break it down. It just all depends on, you know, what expenses. You operate at 49%. Teach guys about taxes. This what killed folk during tax season. Yep. And I will do that. I'm gonna make a video on the Canova Enterprise collectively a little bit short of $1 million, but when it was all said and done and double back, I owed them for $55. 55. Next number behind it is 56. To the point where it ain't no magic, it ain't shit. It keeping up with your business and keeping up with everything. And I'm gonna do a video about it, cause one thing about it, I'm gonna do a video on some credit building for the truckers, cause sometimes it's hard for folks to get their shit together with these trucks, especially if their credit ain't just on par. And I'm gonna show you how to build some net worth into your company. Turn your company into an asset-based carrier, and you know what I'm saying, get to the point where you own this shit. You ain't renting or leasing shit, and to the point where at the end of the day, you're gonna have a title to some shit, and you can be an asset-based carrier, and you can be honest when you fill out the carrier package and they ask you how many trucks you own, and you don't just put your whole fleet on there knowing damn well you don't own nothing in the world. You know what I mean? And show you how to do that. And then you branch out, and you're eligible for contracts with these people when they know you got capacity. And I ain't talking about some capacity that could possibly be gone tomorrow. When you got capacity that they can count on, and they know you got a long-standing history, and you can show them, hey man, all this owned by the company. Here you go, right here. I got a title to this shit. There it is. Ain't nobody finna come get this in the midst of me running your loads and all that there. And some come up, the company go bankrupt. Cause get what? The bank that you might have your note with, they could go bankrupt. Another bank gonna buy that debt. You gonna still keep your truck. Let one of these companies that you go lease from or rent from go bankrupt or do anything out the ordinary. They just stop doing a certain part of the program or something. That's your ass. I ain't leaving the fate of my shit in nobody's hand. When I come home, man, I'm gonna have the tag paper or the tag on it. Hey, bro, hey, veteran, hey, it's love, bro. I be trying to put out that good information for y'all, man. I appreciate, man, if you would hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you for coming on the live, man, because you help aid and you help add it to the conversation, and it's some good shit. And that's what we out here doing. We helping people. But like I said, I'm out of here. I'm finna eat my ass from Arkansas to Mississippi. They ain't nothing but skipping the hop and then go get in my shower, get in my bed, and my house, my wife, and get what?